nobody selling you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. That's right. And it's worth something.
This is Black Watch with Commanding General Yohana, the only man to lead blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
God made man on this earth. The white man he make man. God made man. God want man to obey him.
Bringing you real news.
You don't need a black man in the White House. You need a black man in every black house.
For many years, there's a lot of black people who didn't realize how deep the racism of white America was.
You ain't gonna do nothing unless you decide where you gonna stand at with the Most High.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Righteous solutions to issues plaguing our nation.
Boy, you better wake up and see the power that is within blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians.
Join us every Monday from 9 to 11 p.m. Black Watch. Let the show begin.
I believe in the truth. The truth made me a man. And I raised my son in Israelite customs. I gave him scriptures, but I told him not to teach. He finds an Israelite group, not one West. Starts going to classes with them, and they're staying out late, and I didn't protest. 2 months ago, they tried taking him to their camp spot. They make him buy strong drink, and they try to make him teach. Respectfully, he declined, and he kept his honor. So they beat him like an animal. When I went to the hospital, his nose is broken. His jaw's wired shut. He couldn't even weep through the pain. But I wept. Why did I weep? Because he's the future of my house. A dutiful son. And I will never believe in the truth again. So I go to the Purple Police like a good Israelite. Because these are the men I was bringing to counsel. And they tell me there's nothing they can do because he's an unrepentant Israelite. An unrepentant Israelite. They got raised up that very day. And I stand in the congregation like a fool. So I told my rib for justice. We go to the Isupk under Commanding General Yohana.
So why do you go to them first and don't come to me?
What do you want from me? Tell me anything. Just do what I beg you to do.
What is that? That I cannot do.
I will give you anything you ask.
We've known each other for many years, and it's the first time you came to me for counsel or help. Can't remember the last time you invited us to your house for a feast day, even though my wife made your son's last Passover call. Let's be real, you never wanted my friendship, and you were afraid to be one West.
I wasn't ready to put on all black.
I understand. But you found peace in the world. And you made money, good money, bought a house, and you went to the fake Israelite group and thought you didn't need us. But now you come to me saying, the bar, give me justice. But you don't even ask for respect or my friendship. You don't even think to call me captain. Instead, you come to the school on a Sabbath day and ask me to unalive for money.
I asked for justice.
That's not justice. Your son is still alive.
Make them suffer then, as he suffers. How much should I pay you?
Ben Israel, why do you disrespect me? Don't you know that if you would have came into the school a lot sooner, that the Lord would have destroyed those men that harmed your son? You would have been honorable, man. Your enemies would have been the Lord's enemies, and they would have feared you.
Be my teacher. Captain.
That's the law. There will be no violence. But if you want to be a trooper, make sure you start wearing all black. That's boots, pants, headband, or scarf. And make sure you pay your tithe.
Come.
All right? So, also, make sure that you come to the Lord's 55th annual Passover by the Isupk. That's in Durham, North Carolina. $200 an adult. Kids are free. All right? With that, shalom.
Serious and you're looking for a Christ man, the one who anointed with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord to do his will. I'm that nigga.
That's the way y'all for a coward in my observation.
Speak out. See, this is what Commander General did. This is what he did. Look at all these brothers.
First camp, I cut up all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas camping like they live. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple camps I had to...
Hey, Shalom, what's going on? Priest Officer 1000, Ashai. I'm here to let you know about the Chicago Street Team. We in the building. We finna get it in. We got one of the main men of the Chicago Street Team, none other than...
Hey, Shalom. Priest Officer 1000, my yard, Isupk Chicago, part of the street team, you know what I'm saying? Under Captain Marquardt, under Officer 5000 Lamakiala, you know what I'm saying?
Most High in Christ. Real quick, sir, if I could. Oh, it's a lot. If I could. So, with it being the holiday season right now,
right?
You know what I'm saying? I want to know how you feel about, like, why do people in this world celebrate Christmas so hard? And, like, knowing that Santa Claus not real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just want to know how you feel about that.
You know what? It's conditioning. You know what I'm saying? Our people have been conditioned to believe that lie. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to live a lie than to believe a lie than it is to live the truth. You know what I'm saying? So they've been lied to their whole life. They've been lied to their kids. Their parents have lied to them. So it's easier to keep that lie going than to admit that you was wrong. You know what I'm saying? And for them to stop celebrating Christmas, they'd have to admit that they was wrong their whole life. Their parents was wrong. Their grandparents was wrong, so on and so forth.
That's heavy.
That's
heavy. Now, with that being said, why don't we celebrate Christmas? Or why don't, like, the UPK, why we ain't celebrating Christmas?
Hey, that's a hell of a question. Well, one, it's unlawful. You know what I'm saying? Number two, man, if you think about our forefathers, everybody want to talk about the ancestors, right? Think about what your forefathers was doing on Christmas. You know what I'm saying? You had some of them that was on the plantation that had a good master, you know what I'm saying? And they might get some hand-me-down shoes and hand-me-down clothes and can eat, you know what I'm saying, more meat off the bone. You know what I'm saying? But then the rest of our brothers and sisters was sitting on the plantation worried about getting traded as Christmas presents, getting snatched away from their family. You know what I'm saying? Our sisters were worried about master coming in drunk off a little bit too much eggnog and violating them. You know what I'm saying? Christmas is not a happy holiday for our people. It never has been. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's a horrible holiday with a bunch of tragedy behind it. And the UPK knows the true history of Christmas, knows all the horrors and tragedies behind it. We refuse to be like these heathens.
Damn right.
I mean,
Most High in Christ. I appreciate you for that, sir. Man, I'm looking forward to some interviews.
Hey, we're finna do our thing. Yo, watch out for the ISUPK Chicago Street Team, man.
Stay in tune.
Coming soon.
I know exactly what they want. I know exactly what they want. Just be patient. My name is my name, power and glory, I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me, y'all keep the fame. I want the glory, been that nigga, bitches never ignored me. Rich in spirit, little bitch can't afford me. Day one static, fix it with a 4G. Red beam on it, you think I'm recording. Kick in front doors, you try to backdoor me. We are not a gang, bitch, we an army. Book a den, you know I don't tell stories. Keep it 100 in the light, man. You niggas fake baby K name Adonis. Mini Drake, clip curl, but somehow I can shoot it straight. Insta clip, I can shoot for a minute straight. Turn this to the Super Bowl if I need to. I can hit your chief up with an eagle. Set you up on the score, but they lied to you. Why you letting them niggas mislead you? My name is my name, power and glory. I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name. You go to war with me. We move the same. You think that it's for me? Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me. My name is my name, power power and glory, I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name, they more for me. You won't see it coming, I move like a crook, a thief in the night. So watch what you put, my aim precise. These bullets 12 inches long, a block away I could take off the foot. Don't ask me no questions if you know my stance. Bitch, I'm the man, so thanks in advance. They mean a rifle on top of a tripod. If they ever tell you I was taking a stand, think I run up on me, but I'm way too advanced. Spinning with choppers, turn you into a fan. Can show you the steps, but won't hold your hands. They thought they could stop me, it ain't go as planned. How I get this far? Cause I took a chance. Really got ranked, keeping it a band. This ain't what you think, better think again. This ain't what you think, you better think again. My name is my name, power and glory, I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name, they more for me. My name is my name, power and glory, I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name, they more for me. With the war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all created this monster. Went to war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all created this monster. Went to war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all created this monster. Went to war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all created this monster.
Messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby. Run that shit up, Trace.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, told that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about anymore. I need a Vaselina like my Nina Puffer bar. Toga Zoc, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like the dark. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shane Sharp. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Harper Free. Try to hold me, it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking over. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UBK rules. I make hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, told that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fork. He ain't locked in with the count, and what you speaking to me for? Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and out there. Came through with them steppers, niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch, like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as
All right. Yo, shalom. Yahaba Shem Yahshabrakathum to my brothers. Shalom Yahweh Shamar Lathun by Shem Yahshah to my sisters. This is Priest and Officer Kalab coming to you Monday for history class. We are the Isupk, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding General Yohana. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group or organization. We started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. And since 1969, let me go ahead and start that over. I don't know. Yeah, it was a little messed up. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and tell you that we are the Isupk, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding General Yohana. Been around since 1969, teaching the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians who they are according to the scriptures. We are not affiliated with any other organization or group. You know what I'm saying? Today is Monday. We are going to get into the history. You know what I'm saying? And today's history we're going to be going over is New Year's and other pagan holidays and things that's going on nowadays. You know what I'm saying? I want to say, Salaki, 1 second. Make it so y'all can actually see it, brother. Slow the camera just a little bit. I don't know if y'all be able to see me now, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? All right. You bear with me as we do this today. But yeah, like I was saying, we're going to go into the history of New Year's and the things that's relating to New Year's and what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to go ahead and let y'all know something. Just because today is Monday and it's a history class, I want to tell you like this. The Isupk, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, has been teaching you history, bringing forth history, and making history since 1969. And it's all for the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So most of y'all want to know, what is New Year's? Why is it celebrated? So the history behind New Year's, it says the date was chosen partly in honor of Janus, the Roman god of beginnings and the month's namesake. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if I can pull it up so you can see what I'm seeing. All right. Just bear with me 1 second, okay? I'm trying to get it to go ahead and show up so you can see what I see. That's like some slight technical difficulties. Here we go. All right. So the history behind New Year's is related to Janus. It's a Roman god of the new year who sees both yesterday and tomorrow. And again, this is all a pagan holiday. Okay, this isn't a day that the Lord has given you for you to celebrate and to observe and remember and to uphold. Okay, this is something that was brought forth so it'll keep the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans from celebrating their true high holy days. You know what I'm saying? Because we have our own high holy days. Okay. We have our own high holy days. And there's a total of 9 of them. Okay? Like I was saying, there's a total of 9 high holy days that the Lord has given us. And I could go ahead and go over all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all have y'all New Year's, y'all pagan New Year's is, well, today. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have y'all New Year's. At midnight, y'all all was out celebrating, partying, and doing all types of unrighteous things that shouldn't be named or celebrated or observed. Like there is a lot of stuff that I could go over. The suicide rates, the killings, the being drunks, disorderly conduct, the discharge of a weapon. These are all things that are breaking the world's law, and also doing things that goes against what the Most High has put forth for us. You know what I'm saying? But right here, again, we got Janice. Let's see if I can. Right here. It says at the start of the new. Yes, at the start of the new year, the Romans took the time to worship the strange god Janus. This odd deity is often overlooked when discussing ancient Roman religion. Again, this isn't the religion that was meant for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, because we didn't have a religion. All this religion stuff popped up way after the enslavement and everything. And we didn't have a religion, okay? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we did believe in a higher power, but we didn't have a religion. We weren't that kind of people. But again, this is a Roman religion, because Romans had multiple gods that they worshiped. Okay, but like I was saying, it says that discussing ancient Roman religion, yet he was considered to be a pivotal member of the divine pantheon. With his 2 faces, one gazing into the past and the other peering into the future, Janus was thought to guard gates, doorways, and passages, the passage of time itself. How did they worship him? Let's see. If I can remember where it is. It says the unique aspect conveys the notion. I apologize. I was using these to check the sound quality of the video to make sure everything is up and up. You know. It says the dual gaze symbolizes the continuous cycle of life and the interconnected nature of opposing concepts such as war and peace, youth and age, and chaos and order. He presides over important transitions in human lives, such as marriages and births, highlighting his role in the critical moments that shape human destiny. The multi-faced symbolism indicates a profound understanding of the complexity of life's journey, embodying the Romans' appreciation for the nuanced interplay of different forces and stages in life. So there you go again. There's another picture of what Janus was supposed to look like. It was supposed to be like a two-faced person. Again, the Greek and the Romans, they had multiple gods that they worshiped. Where us, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we were a part of our own nation. We had 12 tribes. You know what I'm saying? Well, 12 tribes of people that describes who the Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians are today, which would start out with Judah, which is the so-called Negroes, the Benjamites, or Benjamin, West Indians, Levi, which is the Haitians, Simeon, which is the Dominicans, Zebulun, the Guatemala, the Panama, Ephraim, the Puerto Ricans, Manasseh is the Cubans, Gad is Native Americans, Reuben is the Seminole Indians, Asher is Colombia to Uruguay, Naphtali is Argentina to Chile, and Issachar is the so-called Mexicans. We had our own nationality, we had our own nations, we had our own style of living, our own culture. All of this that we're celebrating today in today's time is not what we celebrated back when we was as our old selves, or our old nation, or the same nation. You know what I'm saying? Again, they teach us that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American people are not the same people. They teach us that we shouldn't be together, even though the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians were one people in one particular time. You know what I'm saying? It's just that we went through different things at different points of time. So they also teach us to go against each other in today's time. But we have our own days that we celebrate, our own high holy days, our feast days, which is the Feast of the Lords, the Holy Convocations. We have 9 of those. You know what I'm saying? We have one that's a reoccurring high holy day, which is from Friday until Saturday sundown. Friday sundown, Saturday sundown. 7th day of every week. You know what I'm saying? The sundown begins a new day. All right? You can find this in the book of Genesis chapter 2, verse 3, and Exodus 28 through 11, and Leviticus 23 and 3. And then we have the Passover, which is like our New Year's. That's like ours, okay? Which is the 14th day of the first month, which is Saturday, April 1st, 2023. In Exodus, you'll find that in Exodus 12 and 1 through 51, Leviticus 23, 4 through 5, 1 Corinthians 5, 7 through 8, and 2 Corinthians 30 and 17. Again, the Passover, on that day, we're going ahead and break down what it is, what it means, and everything. We also have the other days, the Feast of Unleavened Bread that follows right afterwards. And Shalom, Adawan. We have the Feast of First Fruits. We have that is it starts after the Sabbath of the unleavened bread. You know what I'm saying? So from that sundown, at the end of that Feast of Unleavened Bread is the start of the Feast of First Fruits. And we count 50 days. We celebrate the 50th day. You know what I'm saying? The memorial of the blowing of the trumpets, the first day of the 7th month. Day of Atonement, which is the 10th day of the 7th month. We have the Feast of Tabernacles. We have the Feast of Dedication that just passed. And then coming up, we got the Feast of Purim that's coming in February on the 22nd. Thursday the 22nd and Friday the 23rd of February. Man, you can find that in the book of Esther. Is that Esther or Esther? Esther. Oh, good night. 9/20 through 31. You know what I'm saying? We have our own high holy days to celebrate.
Right.
But right here, we're celebrating not a high holy day, but a pagan holiday at that. About a Roman god who believes that he could see in the future and the past at the same time. He's the deity that resides over doorways and passages. You know what I'm saying?
There's no mean nothing no more.
I know we Salaki, sir. But yeah, all of this right here, these pagan holidays and stuff is something that goes against the Most High.
That's right.
All right. This is how you know it goes against the Most High, because again, these are pagan holidays that was not deemed to be worshipped by the Most High. He gave us our days, and he also said in the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21. You know what I'm saying? It says, slide here.
You said Amos?
Chapter 5, verse 21.
Amos chapter 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days.
It said the Lord. It says that He hates and He despises your feast days. And when it says your feast days, He's talking about your pagan holidays that y'all deem worthy of celebration. Right. These are not days that He gave to you. And for those who sit there and say that there is no hate in the Bible, God doesn't hate.
That's right.
It says it right here.
That's right.
That He hates and despises your feast days. To despise something means to abhor something. And to abhor something is to utterly hate something. Something with a perpetual hatred, just like the Edomites had for us. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? But that'll be going into a whole nother topic.
Right.
But yeah, let's go ahead and get back to what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? He hates and despises them. If you could keep going.
And I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
He's not with you with these days, man. Why do you think there's so many unalivings and so many, what is the word to use? Sexual abuse. Well, I don't think I can say that, can I?
I think there's a discrepancy against that. So physical abuse would probably be the more accurate now to date version of the term physical abuse.
Like now they're still outside releasing they're discharging their firearms and fireworks and everything. You know what I'm saying? But not so. It's crazy that we gotta sit there and censor everything,
right? Because
there's SA and then there's abuse. You know what I'm saying? Which is both happening, both of them happening on this day. Going out there to parties, getting drunk. Some woman done got roofied and took out to somebody else's place, and then the next morning she wakes up, don't even know what happened, and had to go to the hospital. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It happens all over.
Right.
It's not just in one little spot. It's all over. And I feel bad for these women, because if y'all didn't celebrate this day, if y'all didn't participate in these pagan holidays and celebrated what the Most High gave us, it'll be a different outcome. It'll be a totally different outcome. Like we went out today and I interviewed a couple of brothers. I had asked one. I was like, what do you think would happen today as a celebration of the new year, y'all so-called new year? What do you think is happening? And he said a whole bunch of assault, a whole bunch of shootings, and a whole bunch of unalivings. He didn't say them in those terms. He said them in plain terms. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't share that because we'd get censored. It's crazy. But you got all types of stuff that's going on. And the Most High is not with you on this day.
That's right.
He's not. For you to sit there and be like, well, this is a new year, new me. God loves me and he knows what I'm going to do for this year. He's not with you. That's going against the Most High, to be honest. Look, I'm going to go ahead and give you 10 common New Year Eve's crimes. And this is from a lawyer, a law firm. You know what I'm saying? You got public intoxication. You got driving while intoxicated. These two right here. So public intoxication is just you out partying and drinking in the streets. Normally, all year long, you can't even do that.
Right.
Cops will stop you immediately. Like there's this story of the brother, he was going to the store with his kid and they suspected him of being drunk. Walking with a stroller, drunk. What sense does that make? You know what I'm saying? And he's over there trying to explain to them, hey, I'm not drunk. This is just how I am. I've had medical conditions happen to me. Like, I have a medical condition. They didn't even want to listen. They wanted to take the child away from him because they believed that he was publicly intoxicated. Driving while intoxicated. Let you swerve just a little bit. They're going to think you drinking and driving and they'll pull you over. And next thing you know, you unalived for a traffic stop.
Right.
You got drug-related offenses. Man, that's mad crazy right there. I mean, I couldn't wait to go home and do y'all drugs. Y'all got to do y'all drugs out in public with y'all drinks too. Hey, I can't sit there and be surprised because this is y'all New Year's. This is y'all pagan holiday. These are the things that y'all go through. It says people young and old look to New Year's Eve as a time to celebrate. For some, those celebrations can include illegal substances. I'm going to tell you like this. When it says illegal substances, it's also talking about marijuana, right. Even though they deem it legal. Right. It wasn't always legal. You know what I'm saying? People will go to jail and be serving 25 to life just for having a dime bag on. Right. They still sit there and there's still brothers and sisters in prison now. They're serving time from when the dang old marijuana was illegal.
Right.
Now you got dang old oppressors opening up weed shops all over the spot. And that not getting in trouble for it. Cops still pull you over and catch you with a joint or whatever. And you still getting arrested. It's crazy. But y'all want to sit there and say, do stuff that's okay for the New Year's. You also got assault and battery.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
It says heavy alcohol consumption in New Year's Eve seems to go hand in hand with an estimated 54% of adults planning on consuming alcohol. Alcohol has been known to have a direct link to an increase in violent behavior, which I can tell you is not completely true because I know brothers and sisters that do drink and don't assault each other. You know what I'm saying? If you drink in moderation and not over-consume on alcohol, you'll be able to keep your bearings. You'll be able to maintain functioning yourself to go back and forth where you need to go. But it gets out of hand on this New Year's Day. New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, you know those big parties that they threw in the middle of the night and they shooting guns in the air. Oh, excuse me, slide.
You should be able to say that.
Okay. I hope I can. I don't want to get canceled for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they do got discharging of a firearm on here too, which is mad crazy. You got assault and battery, SA. You know what I'm saying? It says those kind of assaults also occurred during New Year's Eve celebrations, according to the National Institute of Drug Abuse. Dang, the NIDA. Alcohol can be a major contributing factor in SAs. And then you also got people that's being roofied and drugged all over America. You know what I'm saying? They got property damage. People go out and their car's intoxicated and high off drugs, and they want to demolish mailboxes or throw stuff at other people's houses or whatnot. But it says New Year's Eve celebrations, whether at a private residence or a public location, can turn quickly from a fun party to an insurance nightmare. Right. Property damage from intoxicated guests, overserved patrons, or a drunk driver is common during this time of year. I had a couple of stories up. There was a major car accident New Year's Eve after somebody's party. They slammed in the side of somebody's house, and a couple of children was injured. I tried to pull it back up, but as soon as I keep pulling it up, the computer is shut down. So I don't have that story with me right now. I will try to post it on the video later on. Go ahead, other one.
What city?
It was I think it was Oregon.
Oregon, okay.
Hold on, let's see. Maybe I can pull it up on my phone and then try to send it over. But yeah, it's crazy, man. Y'all out here partying and getting drunk and killing, unaliving each other by being drunk. We got auto theft. New Year's Eve and New Year's Day are two of the most popular days for car theft. People got to make a buck, huh? They sit there and strip your car down and sell all your parts for money. Because, you know, they still got a party. You got discharging a firearm, which is a celebratory gunfire on New Year's Eve, is not only dangerous, but it can lead to severe penalties. A person can be charged with disorderly conduct for discharging a firearm in a public place, and discharging a firearm on or across a public road. Oh, dang, that's crazy. So that means, like, instead of them firing off in the air, they're firing off across the street. Instead of just pointing it up, they point it everywhere else. But I'm gonna tell you like this: when you fire things up in the air, it could cause harm later on down the line, because whatever you go throw up, just like gravity and physics, it must come down.
That's right.
And you could potentially hurt somebody or unalive somebody just by doing this up in the air. And it says across the public road. A public road. That's crazy. And then you got unlawful possession of a firearm. So these are people that don't even have a license or own the gun. They just somehow obtained it, you know? Or from a person that knows a person that knows a person, you know? It says shooting a gun in celebration of the new year can lead to other related weapons charges, such as unlawful possession of a firearm. And then it prohibits the possession of certain weapons and prohibits certain people from carrying firearms. And what it, in plain terms, is people that has had a felony and people that ain't even of age to own the firearm. Okay? That's what it's telling you. It prohibits certain people from carrying firearms. You got trespassing. Medical research shows that alcohol almost immediately begins to affect the normal function of the brain. One of the first effects of alcohol is a loss of inhibition. Salaki. Unfortunately, this means that alcohol consumption may lead to a person to make poor decisions, such as trespassing on another person's property. I get it. I understand that one, because we're back in the world. Got blackout drunk, hanging out with the wrong crowd. I woke up in somebody else's house. And luckily, these people were so nice. He was kind of weirded out that the fact that I had a key to his house. Even I didn't know I had a key to his house. my key worked to his door. You know what I'm saying? And I was just laid out on the couch, and I woke up the next morning, and he was sitting there sipping on a cup of coffee. I was like, hey, man, I tried to wake you, but you didn't want to wake up. This isn't your house. You have to go. That was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, that man didn't unalive me for breaking into his house.
Right.
I learned from that not to go drinking with those people again. But I'm also want to let y'all know, this pagan holiday, there's another major thing that goes on. Suicides. Right. Unaliving yourself. It's a major thing going on this day too. You got, let's see. I had it pulled up. It's lucky. It says data was collected as part of National Confidential Inquiry into Suicide and Homicide by People with Mental Illness. The NCISH. From 1997. Deaths in... Hold on. This isn't what I was looking for right here. General population sample data on suicide rates among individuals 10 years or older. The general population were obtained from ONS. It tells you. All right, here we go. So the general population, which would be N equals 73,591. 55 plus thousand deaths were those of men, which is 75%, and 18,233 were those of women. The median age of death for men was 43 years, and for women it was 48 years. The New Year's Day was the day with the highest suicide rate, with the mean rate of 17.6 suicides per day. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? These people are unaliving themselves on y'all pagan holidays.
Right.
Christmas Day.
That's right.
At Christmas, it's supposed to be like the happiest day of the year, besides your birthday. You know what I'm saying? It says this was the lowest suicide rate with the mean rate of 9.2 suicides per day. Good night. It says women experienced a significantly greater reduction in suicide risk, 40% compared to men, which is 20% during the Christmas period as a whole. Again, these pagan holidays, you still have people that celebrate and uphold them feels to the point where they need to unalive themselves or off themselves. You know what I'm saying? If you was to go ahead and celebrate like we do on these high holy days that I named earlier, there wasn't no suicides happening from those days.
Right.
We have our own days to celebrate. All y'all got to do is just come into the school and learn these days and learn while we celebrate them, right, and then uphold and do them. I can't wait until the Passover come out of one.
That's right.
And it's coming fast.
That's right.
It's going to be in Durham, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be in April 22nd? April 20th in Durham, North Carolina. 17 and older, you got to pay $200 to get in. At the door, I advise you not to do that. I advise you to pay before you get there. Pay in advance. Because if you pay at the door, you might not be able to experience some of the stuff that's going to be happening during that week. You know what I'm saying? Which is going to be glorious. every year we go to the Passover. It's glorious.
That's right.
It's one of the places I know is a safe haven for Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans.
Right.
We go there, we celebrate, we drink and we eat lamb, and we sit there and learn and uphold this day.
That's right.
And guess what? And during this day, there is no unaliving.
That's right.
There is no theft.
That's right.
There is no discharging of firearms. The only time that somebody might discharge a firearm is if it's needed, but most likely it's not, because we don't do that. Unless we protecting the school and ourselves.
Right.
We ain't gonna just do it just for fun, you know? Right. Man, all these things that they just named won't happen. That's the difference between our days. We have days to celebrate, but I'm gonna tell you like this. In the book of Hosea 4 and 6, okay? It says, my people, which is the Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians, are destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
That's right.
Y'all are being unalived, essayed, and robbed, and all types of stuff happening on this pagan holiday. This is why you destroy it, because you are celebrating the pagan holidays that are not of the Lord. Y'all have lack of knowledge.
Right.
Y'all come into the Isupk, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, and we give you the knowledge to live and survive, and give you some greater days to celebrate than pagan holidays, man.
Right.
Christmas. Let me ask you this. I asked my brother and his kids this, okay? I was like, little nieces. I was like, yes, Uncle Kala, 'cause I don't know them by their names. I just call them little nieces. It was like, Uncle Kala, what's up? I was like, let me ask you this. Would you rather get whatever you want throughout the year, or wait for one day out of the year to get everything? You know what they said to me? I would rather get it whenever I want instead of having to wait. I was like, y'all are some smart little girls.
Damn right.
Y'all are smart. I was like, now that you have heard your kids, are you still willing to celebrate Christmas? You know what he said to me? Yeah, man. I want them to uphold this day and know that it's a special day. I was like, so what's so special about it? You take your kids to the mall and let them sit on the pervert's lap?
Right.
You let them tell the white man, I don't even know if I can say that. You tell the filthy devil that what all you want for Christmas, and they go ahead and get it for you? You sit there and tell them that this white man, this devil, this oppressor, comes down your chimney while your kids are sleeping, eat milk and cookies, leave presents and bounce. I'm telling you, that man ain't came down that chimney just for no dang on cookies and milk. That's not it. And then all types of stuff is happening on that day too. Just like I said, you still even got suicide rates that's still astronomical compared to the Most High's high holy days. I was like, bro, it doesn't make any sense. All year round, you tell your kids not to go talk to strangers, right? All year round, you say, don't ask for anything from a stranger. Don't go talk to a stranger. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from stranger danger. Y'all know those rules.
Right.
But that one day out of the year, look, make that. It's a few days out of the year that you let them go talk to strangers, isn't it? Take things from strangers. Christmas, you get to sit on the pervert's lap and tell him what all you want for Christmas, and he promised to bring it to you, even though it's your mom and dad staying up all night with all the money that they spent on stuff that you really don't need. It's just so they can give you what you want, but it's more of a day for them. But they're going to put it on you as children to go ahead and uphold it. Because he did tell me that this day I only celebrate Christmas for the kids. You know what I'm saying? I want. This nigga told me he celebrates Christmas for these kids, and the kids told him that they wanted their gifts throughout the year instead of only on one day. He's like, I give y'all whatever y'all want all year long. Teach your kids not to lie. But then you lied to them about these pagan holidays. You lied to them about the Santa Claus, Baby New Year's, the Easter Bunny, the midget in a green suit. What is that? St. Patrick's Day? You got the Cupid, another baby in a diaper with wings. Excuse my language. I was about to go off on something else. But look at him. You got all types of different mythical, fantastic creatures, as they call it. Fantasy creatures. It doesn't make no sense to me. Like, even in the world, I didn't really like celebrating those days because, like, for Easter, my grandma told me, yeah, a bunny lays eggs and it has candy in it. What bunny you know lays eggs? And the droppings are not candy. Trust and believe, they're not.
Right.
I thought chickens and roosters and ostriches and other types of birds and lizards laid eggs. And crustacean animals and fish. But not a bunny. Not once have I ever seen that. I don't think I ever want to see that. And then you got, which in that day you celebrating the death of Native American Indians.
Right.
It's crazy. I could go into the history of St. Patrick's Day, which is back, like way back when, they used to go and hunt midget, like, I don't know if I could say that word. Black little midgets. You know what I'm saying? I can sit there and give you the history behind picnics, which is short for pick a nigga.
Right.
I can give you the history on all these things that these oppressors gave you. But I don't want to do that. I want to go in the history of the high holy days. I want to teach y'all how to celebrate that and how to be back with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? These days that y'all celebrating, there's no point. If you got to sit there and worry about somebody unaliving themselves just because it's a pagan holiday, there's no point in celebrating. Yeah, we already knew the brother was depressed, but now he's over at the house by himself, ain't got nobody to talk to, and he's spending the New Year's by himself. So of course he's going to sit there and do something stupid. Again, like in Hosea 4:6, we are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. And if you tune in every Monday, you get the history behind things, or the history broken down for you of the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And you'll have the knowledge. You'll have what needs to keep you alive. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out to Wednesday night law class, taught by myself, you know. You know, bigging up my class.
That's right.
Tune in 6 to 8. Learn the law. If you need something broke down, tune in the next day, Thursday.
Right.
Scripture breakdown with Captain Debar Ahmad.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And then learn the language with our brother right here, priest and officer of Mungabar. He teaches the Lashwan Kodash, which is the holy tongue. You know what I'm saying? Oh, snap, I can't see that.
See it?
No.
I don't know, man. Just make sure that you're speaking louder than the heater.
Concept. Oh, yeah. I know, they can hear me. You know what I'm saying? If they can't hear me, then they will. They're kind out of one kind. But like I was saying, we are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. But I'm going to tell you something else. The Most High told us that in the book of 1 John chapter 2, verse 15, All right? As the book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 15. It says, love not the world. You know what I'm saying? And the word world is just the age or society or civilization. That's what the word world means. You know what I'm saying? So the world that we're talking about. Oh, snap. All right, let's get that off for a second. The word world, age, society, or civilization. You know what I'm saying? It says, love not the world. Love not this civilization. Like the celebrating of the pagan holidays. You know what I'm saying? Love not this world. Love neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Okay? Celebrating these pagan holidays. There's other things. Eating pork. Doing the things that this world loves to do most, and that's corrupt the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. To the point where y'all don't even know where home is. You know what I'm saying? They don't. They don't even know that the ISUPK is here for them. Walked through the mall today, trying to conduct interviews. You know how many people turned away when they found out that we was the ISUPK? Too many. It's sad to say. The ISUPK is not here to harm you.
Right.
We are here to help you.
That's right.
We are stretching out our hand for you to take. It's tiresome to hold it out, but I'm going to still do it for my people. Because I want y'all not to be like in Hosea 4 and 6. I'm pretty sure my Ottawa over here don't want you to be like in Hosea 4 and 6. Nobody here wants that. We want you to go ahead and come back and be in rulership like we supposed to. Learn from the mistakes of of what we did in the past. Love not the world. Love nothing that has to do with this world that's going on now. You come out of that is a good scripture too. Come out of her, my people. You know? But I'm going to tell you like this. You need to leave all that stuff alone. That's not for you. Okay? We have our own ways. We have our own laws. We have our own days to uphold. We have everything. And you got to just look to the ISUPK so you can go ahead and learn your history, learn your laws, learn breakdowns and everything. Go ahead.
You wanted that precept to come out of my people?
Come on, sir.
Revelation chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
Come out. Leave the world that you are living in behind and come in here. All right? Leave it. Shed yourself of the world. Let that old you die and come and get the breath of life. Because that's what we're doing. We're giving you the breath of life. Okay? Is there any more?
That ye be not partakers of her sins.
That ye be not partakers of her sins. Celebrating the pagan holidays.
Right.
Eating pork.
Right.
Going to, what's his name? Freaky Tommy and worshiping him as a pastor.
Right.
Stop being a Christian. Stop being a Catholic. Go ahead, leave all that stuff behind in the world and come into the right place that needs to be, which is the ISUPK. I don't know how many times I said it. I said it like 12 times in one sentence. You know what I'm saying? Is there any more?
That ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Good night. Again, you won't be destroyed if you don't follow the shit. Don't follow what they are out there doing. Being unalived at a New Year's party. Right. Here it is. You got 2 unalived, 3 others injured at a New Year's party in downtown LA. That's what I'm talking about right there. If you wasn't celebrating that day, you'd still be alive. It's like you say it that way, but it is what it is. If you wasn't partaking in her sins, you wouldn't be destroyed. It's crazy. Like, it's another one. It says, oh, good night. It says 2 unalive, 3 injured. There's another one that says 2 unalive and 8 injured. And this was 9 hours ago. Yeah, this is the one I was looking for right here. Go ahead and pull that up. That's crazy. It says 2 people are unalived and the 3 others wounded after a shooting at the New Year's party in downtown LA. It's crazy. The shooting happened at about 1 a.m. at the intersection of South Santa Fe Avenue and Porter Street. Good night. 2 of the victims, a man and a woman. A brother and a sister, probably. Unalived at the scene. They died at the scene. I don't know. Can we say died? We can't say that either? Dang. These regulations and restrictions, man, it's crazy. It says at least 3 were rushed to the hospital in various conditions. According to authorities, the majority of the injured victims were self-transported to the hospital. The 2 identities of the victims have not been released, most likely meaning that they believe something else transpired between them. You know what I'm saying? That's how they always do it. And then it says the officers assigned to the Newton area initially responded to an emergency call of an ambulance shooting. Good night. At 15th Street and Santa Fe Avenue. They arrived at the location. They heard several gunshots coming from the area of Santa Fe and Porter Street. When they got there, they saw a large crowd of people fleeing the area and were directed to multiple victims lying on the street and sidewalk. That's crazy. I mean, I can go ahead and show you what they got right here. Let's see. Will it load today? But again, this wouldn't have happened if we didn't celebrate on these days. You know what I'm saying? Y'all thinking that the law has been done away with and it's okay for you to celebrate these days. But I'm going to tell you like this. The law has not been done away with. The law is still being enforced. You know what I'm saying? This is why
have an active investigation that's been here for hours. Homicide detectives still just a horrible way to start 2024. An officer here on scene tells me that this looks like it was some sort of warehouse party. And behind me, you can see we still have an active investigation that's been here for hours. Homicide detectives still here on scene, and those white tents covering bodies also still here on scene. The coroner has not arrived yet. Now, we do have some video from how the scene looked earlier overnight. Huge law enforcement presence here. LAPD says officers were in the area here near Porter Street and Santa Fe Avenue when they witnessed a shooting. Now, what we know is that LAPD says there are 5 gunshot victims. 2 victims died here at the scene and 3 victims were transported, and we know that one is in critical condition and 2 are in stable condition. LAPD says that the victims are not believed to be homeless, and I did speak with people waiting here at the scene this morning. They don't want to show their face on camera, but they say that they found a disturbing video of the shooting on social media, and they say that they think that there may have been around 300 people at that party, and they rushed over here because they believe their niece was there.
You know, it's sad today that what's going on in the world with this violence, unnecessary shooting, unnecessary killing. She was young, you know.
Just trying to enjoy New Year's, you know, we started off the year pretty good, and, you know, we thought, and for this to tragic happen, to get a call at like 2 o'clock in the morning, it's tragic.
Those people still here on scene, they still don't have an answer, and they say that police have told them to go home and that they'll receive a phone call about their niece. And this is still an ongoing investigation. And at this time, they say it doesn't appear that this was gang related.
That's crazy. I don't even want to pause. Okay. I'm gonna tell you like this. This would have never happened if we was following the law, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
It's sad to hear that, and they look like they could be brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Out there that's been laid out on the concrete, because those was 2 sisters right there, and you can tell just by their voice and how they dressed. You know what I'm saying? They out there worried that their niece is out there, the one laid out in the ground, or the one in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Out there celebrating these pagan holidays, getting intoxicated and high, and being unalived, being essayed. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I can say essayed, because now I sound like I'm saying essay as in, you know what I'm saying? But again, this isn't a laughing matter or anything like that. This is maddening. You know what I'm saying? Because these people have been out there since they seen it on social media. I don't know, you know how bad that is? To be on social media and see the party that my own niece is in and people being unalive. You know how fast they probably jumped in their car to get over there to see what's going on? These people didn't even have these. They had on. I don't mean to laugh, but the way they dressed like they just threw on something and jumped in the car and flew down there to where they was at.
Right.
Because they was worried about their family member. They're sitting there distraught and going bonkers, if you will, over if the fact that it's my niece that's over there under that tarp, or she's at the hospital. I can't get in contact with her. There's something wrong. And then they won't tell them anything. You know what I'm saying? They want them to go home. Police is telling them to go home. Like, I don't want you to be here and be worried about it. Go home and worry about it. We'll keep you updated. And most likely, 9 times out of 10, they ain't going to sit there and tell them. They probably going to forget about it, and then about a week later, they're going to tell them. Unless they keep being persistent and calling and trying to get on their nerves to find out who was it that was laid under that tarp. But this is happening all over due to this pagan holiday.
Right.
New year, new beginning, new you.
Right.
Yeah, new year, new beginning, unalived you. That's what happened. That sister don't even know if she's unalived or not. And that's mad crazy. It's on social media. And for it to be on social media, you know that's going to be up there for a while, right? Even if they take it down, it's not going to come down. You'll be able to still find it some way, somehow. You'd be able to see who it was, and then they're gonna turn around and probably show it in one of the interviews on the news. So either way it goes, you're still gonna find out who it was. But 9 times out of 10, they're gonna have to keep calling and finding out if their niece is all right.
Right.
It's sad to say that that's the world we live in right now. The history of New Year's is supposed to be New Year, new beginning. And be able to see in the past and the present the Roman god Janus, which is why the month of January, that's how the name of January came about, is from Janus. Each month has a Roman god or a Greek god that it follows. You know what I'm saying? That's saddening to see that. I think this is it right here. It's mad crazy though. You got people, stuff happening on other pagan holidays too. Like on Christmas. Man was out shopping for Christmas gifts. And okay. Thank you for playing by yourself. But like I was saying, Christmas. Father comes home to find his children unalived while he was out doing Christmas shopping, getting Christmas gifts for his kids, and they were unalived in a fire. And the sad part is, the people was sitting there trying to put the fire out, didn't know the children was in there. And in the video, the dude was like, if I would have known that the kids was there, I would have tried harder. Meaning, you didn't try too much to put the fire out when you first seen it. If you would have known the kids was in there, you would have worked harder. But no, that's not what happened. The fire happened, kids was unalived, and then now you're on the news. There was a man and his daughter. They finally found they found the truck of the man and his remains and his daughter's remains. I don't know. It's crazy. Who is this? Oh, okay. No, it's not. We got some other stuff going on. Oh, Taki mushrooms. Yeah. Here we go. We got to give it a second to load, but oh, there we go. There you go. It says it right here. 5 children killed and 5 children unalived in house fire. They passed as dad shopped for Christmas gifts, investigators say. It's crazy. It says neighbors tried to rescue children from fire. But again, all this stuff that's happening to our people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, this wouldn't happen if we were following the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments in the days that he deemed for us to celebrate. All this stuff that's going on now, there's a reason behind everything.
Dozens of flowers and stuffed animals line this fence here in Bullhead City as the town is mourning the loss of 5 children who died in a fire at this duplex over the weekend.
Still coming out the backside!
Bullhead City is a relatively small and close-knit community. The same can be said about the neighborhood Anna Circle that sits next to the Colorado River.
Tight knit, everybody looks out for each other. Those of us with kids look out for all the other kids in the neighborhood.
This past Saturday, neighbors rushed when they saw this home had caught fire.
When we came around the corner, we saw the smoke coming up, so we knew it was right here.
About a dozen men grabbed hoses, broke windows, trying to get into the home.
We pulled the garage door open. There was guys pulling stuff out. The closer we got to the door, there's smoke. Started coming into the garage and choking people out.
Neighbors tell me they knew children lived there, but they didn't know if they were home.
We're screaming at the top of our lungs. And
essentially, what happened was kids died. I mean, kids were passed away in the fire while their parents was out there just Christmas shopping. There was another incident that happened on New Year's Eve. Man got into a car accident with the police, and they had to call in the K9 units to figure out what was going on. It's a lot of stuff that's happening because of this pagan holiday. Again, we didn't have we didn't celebrate these pagan holidays. This isn't what we had in our culture. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we didn't have this. We had high holy days. We had the Passover, Feast of First Fruits, Tabernacles, Purim, Unleavened Bread, Day of Atonement, Feast of the Dedication, which is Hanukkah. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the Jewish people, they had to sit there and take what didn't belong to them and try to make it their own. They even got Jewish holidays that's happening, and people are still dying. I mean, still being unalive, passing away. You know what I'm saying? They have these things going on, and guess what? They are not you. The Jewish people are not the right people to be called Jews. You know what I'm saying? The real Jews are blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. I named off the 12 tribes of who the true Jews were. That's who we are. Okay? Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians go through so many different identities, it ain't even funny. Blacks were called Afro-Americans. They were called Negroes. They were called all types of other things besides who they really are, because we don't know our identity. We didn't know who we are according to what we're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? That is because we were destroyed for the lack of knowledge. We sat there and rejected the Most High's knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And the sad part is, this knowledge has been handed out to you since 1969. And that is the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, has been teaching this since 1969, teaching the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians who they are according to the scripture. Now, I'm going to tell you like this. You come into the ISUPK, you pay your tithes, you know what I'm saying? And you go ahead and come into the classes. The classes are free. Trust and believe. All our classes are free. Right. You can find us all across social media platforms. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch. I just seen somebody on Twitch out of one, which I thought it was like a mental disorder, you know, Twitch of the face or something. Right. But nah, it's a social media platform too. But I'm gonna tell you like this: you can find us anywhere. All you have to do is look. You don't have to go around like a blind man in a dang on dark room. All you have to do is just pull up your computer or your cell phone, because I see you guys on that mug all day, every day. You be outside at the mall. I seen like 12 women walk by on their phone going like this. Be careful, you might walk into a wall or something. Had a woman almost bump into me talking about something. Excuse me. I was like, excuse me, sister, you mind if I get an interview with you? We doing a short interview for the school, you know what I'm saying? We only asking a couple of questions. I just wanted to get your input. She was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and answer some questions. Do you mind if we film you? Nah, I'm good. And she bounced. It's crazy. Once she found out she'd be on camera, she pretty much was like, oh no, my makeup is messed up. Cause yeah, she looked horrid. But that's besides the point. Speaking of, Milwaukee has a street team now. We go out and conduct interviews. We're gonna have some brothers go out and do some more street interviews. Hopefully, we come to you next. All right, those who are actually watching Monday night history class. We again tune in. We have history class every Monday. We got Brotherhood on Tuesday. Wednesday night we have law class. Thursday night scripture breakdown. Scripture Brotherhood. Wow. We have Friday night Lashwan Kodash classes, and then Saturday, which is a Sabbath day, we have Sabbath service from 10 to 2. Nope. That's like it, sir, if I may. Oh, 10 to 12. 10 to 12. I gave y'all an extra 2 hours. But nah, 10 to 12. And then you free for the rest of the day. Okay? Our doors are open. You willing to come in and learn the Bible? Learn your history? We'll go ahead and get these security announcements right quick. Let's see if I can do this even with my class. All right.
Technically, should be me for holding smarts.
Select. So we're going to pass this off to the precinct officer among the bar for the security announcements.
ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, start out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. New rule for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, a teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. tithes, which is a commandment. You can find that in Numbers. You can find their Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. It means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashur. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department and teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. We have Purim coming up on your February 22nd, Thursday, February 22nd, and Friday, February 23rd. So the opening on Thursday at sundown, the closing on Friday at sundown. You can find in the book of Esther at chapter 9, verses 20 through 31. Always keep in contact with the school near you, the bulletin board. Check on the website, isupk.com. Any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. That means your boots, your shirt, pant, headband, and or scarf. With that, men of Israel, Amajim. Courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat. Amajim, Barak. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Barakatah. Yad Matah. Courtesy salute to the sisters. Saw. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat. Amajim, Barak. Yahweh Shamar Alatah Ba'ashem Yahushua. Saw to the front. Dismissed.